How do astronomers measure distances to the stars? Astronomers often use parallax to measure distances to nearby stars. How do astronomers describe the scale of the universe? Since the numbers astronomers use are often very large or very small, they frequently use scientific notation to describe sizes and distances in the universe. They use a unit called a light year to measure distances between the stars. How were rockets developed? Rocket technology originated in China hundreds of years ago and then gradually spread to other parts of the world. How does a rocket work? A rocket moves forward when gases shooting out of the back of the rocket push it in the opposite direction. What is the main advantage of a multi-stage rocket? The main advantage of a multi-stage rocket is that the total weight of the rocket is greatly reduced as the rocket rises. What was the space race? The space race was the rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union to explore space. It began in 1957 when the Soviets launched the satellite Sputnik 1 into orbit. The United States responded by speeding up its own space program, which led to the Apollo moon missions in the 1960s and 1970s. How are space shuttles and space stations used? NASA has used space shuttles to perform many tasks. These include taking satellites into orbit, repairing damaged satellites, carrying astronomers and equipment to and from space stations. How are space probes used? A space probe collects data about the solar system and sends the information back to Earth. How does technology help people live in space? To help people live in space, engineers have created technology that provides air and insulation, as well as the ability to work in microgravity. How has space technology benefited people? The space program has developed new technologies that help scientists work and new consumer products that people can use. What are some uses of the satellites orbiting Earth? Satellites are used for communication and for collecting weather data and other scientific data.